This is a very interesting piece of work right here. This is like, check this out. Check this out. Now, I want y'all to check this out right here, right? Look at this, right? Now, listen to this. Now, as y'all see that, right? Y'all looking at that. Now, let's do this. Let me pull this up. Stop it, 706. 706.
It's not call-in time.
Right, it's not call-in time. You're fucking up the magic now. Hold on. What was I down? What was I grabbing? Okay, hold on. Okay, now you got the list. You got to read that.
As we may even start, what's going to happen? We're going to find ourselves in a very compromising position as we may even start raping people. You understand? Because of our over.
Now, listen to this audio and read what's in front of you.
State of an animal and have to go out there and attack somebody in the name of you got to eat. Your child got to eat or your wife got to eat. We need to start now. We need to start being able to have some sexual discipline. Because if we don't discipline ourselves sexually, what's going to happen is we're going to find ourselves in a very compromising position, whereas we may even start raping people. You understand? Because of our overzealousness and inability to control ourselves, because of a lack of discipline in general. So it has to be practiced. Now, I know we hear about we need coins.
Y'all like, all right, Inky, we need you to read it. Okay. This is a very, very scary for me and eerie and weird. Like all of this is just really crazy for me. I need y'all to understand this shit. A lot of this is therapy to help me through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like really. So here's the letter. It says, starting at the top right there, which y'all can see, it says habits as St. John 8:44 warns you, yet you offer your children to them. You eat what they eat. Revelation 2, verse 20. You let your daughters become like the Canaanite, Jezebel. Verse 21. Let them fornicate. How? By you acting on the part of the beast man, lusting after others' daughters, who are in fact your own daughters. So you make them, Revelation 17:4, 6, and then Polite blanked it out. I don't know what's there, but whatever is there, Polite personally blanked it out. This letter is from Polite's book. Polite did not want us to see what is in this. And this is many years before this incident in Miami happened. So it's not like the Miami thing happened and then he blanked it out. This is just how he put it out in the book. But if you read this, it's very, for me, it's very eerie to read it, to hear these words, you know, acting on the part of the beast man, lusting after others' daughters who are in fact your own daughters. Like that's crazy right there. And then the acting your daughters, you got your daughters becoming Jezebel. Like literally, we just watched Renentet's sex commercial. You know what I'm saying? And then when you see under personal data, it says, don't eat that which is not, and then it's blanked out. Then it says, don't smoke, drink, sniff that which has any kind of effect. So clearly there's a distance between Polite and Dr. York because Polite be drunk than a motherfucker. I done seen Polite toe up from the flow up, nigga. I done seen Polite twisted. Polite gets drunk. Like Polite gets fall out drunk. I done seen Polite twisted where it looked like he couldn't walk or stand. I done seen Polite twisted. And there's multiple people out there that seen Polite twisted because Polite dumbass be in clubs twisted. So he drinks. So this letter to read from Dr. York was wow for me to see this. If you notice my little arrow there, I made a little mention to myself, so I will come back to this. But also, look, it says, no lust or watch. Don't lust or watch lustful things. Don't wear lustful dress or pants. Think about Polite and his whole family. Look at this motherfucker. This is Dr. York giving him instructions on how to live. Don't wear lustful dress or pants. If you wish to be transformed, you must prepare for it or be left behind. Well, I hope to hear from you soon and let me know what this affirmation does for your Wu Nuwap overstanding, so I will know to take your hand and walk again. If not, I will feel you have all you need and have no need of me. Oh, jewels of my eyes, how you all shine for us. I think this is some Nuwapian Masonic shit. This is the page at the bottom of the book page. So you see footnotes. Because of this letter, my wife and I seriously started to consider homeschooling. We stopped watching so much TV and we ultimately started to establish higher expectations in terms of entrepreneurship. So now Polite tells us that he started his homeschooling based on these letters. So now he started homeschooling based on this letter that's teaching against rape. But his homeschooling class is based on raping. His homeschooling class is teaching rape. But Dr. York, who started him to homeschool and told him clearly right here, I mean, this is like, we got to put some respect on Dr. York. Dr. York must have been out there wilding and beguiling and raping kids and all that, but he didn't tell Polite to do the same thing in this letter, at least. Allegedly. I don't know what's behind the scenes shit, whatever is going on, but in this letter, I have to say.
Is there a date on this part? Or is that the same day as the other?
No, this is definitely a different letter. Here we go. We should have it. Let me see.
My father's keeper.
Yeah, I got the book right here. So wow. Y'all got this book. Y'all got the book. Y'all see what it say? This one don't have it. Let me see. The first page of the letter has a date. 5/21/07. Yes, it does have a date.
Okay.
5/21/07. Let me show you. I ain't gonna keep transferring and shit, but do you see it big? The date? Oh, yeah. The date. Okay, the date is right there. And this is Dr. York's letter. Like I said, he writes drawings and shit. So, that's a letter that Dr. York wrote to Polite. In this book here, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of potentially zesty romantic shit going on between, like I'm saying, there's lots of things to explore in these books. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a very interesting relationship with Polite and Dr. York. You know what I'm saying? But this book right here was written to tell that story. So this is like a part 2 of the first book, which is The Pen is Mightier Than the Sword. So that book is dedicated to Dr. York. And then this might be a part 3, because technically part 2 to that book is In My Father's House There's Many Mansions. But he made that like Redentet wrote it talking about him. But really we know he ghost wrote it talking about Dr. York and the pedophile grooming process. And so this is like the 3rd book, I guess, in that installment. So this has all of the letters or whatever Polite wanted to reveal. So some of the letters.
I'm wondering, is that why at a certain point people weren't getting their books because he had noticed that maybe some of that shit didn't sound right or sound good? And he was out here on that bullshit?
Wow. And he was maybe trying to recall some shit?
Yep. That's what I'm thinking.
That's you know what? That's a good, that's a good story because like I said, look, and this is how I show how I got the script. All you got to do is have the books. See, if you have the books, you always know the next shit they're going to come with and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because especially if you watch into Harker platform, because he's a Polite employee. So all he gonna do next is
Allegedly.
whatever Polite say, and Polite is trapped in his own mind. And we actually have copies of what's in Polite's mind. So we don't actually have to wonder what's in Polite's mind. We can just go to Polite's mind and look it up. I wonder what Polite's thinking on fingers in the anus. Well, Polite thinks that fingers in the anus is all right. For men and for women. You can finger bang yourself in the ass if you want to get a quick nut off. However, don't be busting too many nuts because it can be damaging to your health, and you want to hold on to your nut to build into a spiritual level of mufkazut, where you release the mufkazut in your sperm. So you should also drink some of your mufkazut. And so Polite believes in sperm drinking.
Allegedly.
Sonetta does too, because he said it.
Allegedly.
That's why
He said it like it happened before, though.
Well, that's why I put the clip. That's why I put the clip in there where Sonetta's approving that it doesn't make you. He's not approving of it, but what he is doing is defending it, saying that it doesn't make you gay if you have a little sperm, your own sperm in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying to myself, there's a way. I like to stretch my mind to learn. So there's a space where I want to stretch my mind to hear what Sa's saying in that space. Like, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? If a little bit of sperm was to go in my mouth, I'm not gay if some sperm goes in my mouth. But then niggas quickly slap you into reality and go, well, nigga, how many oftentimes is like splashes of sperm going into your mouth by accident? But see, listen, I got to ask these questions because this nigga seems to have a anomaly number of pedophile, sex deviant. So what I'm saying is, because this odds is so high for Sa, clearly all these sexual deviant niggas just hangs out at Sa's crib, right? I'm saying that, and that's accidentally. Like we're gonna take all the blame off Sa. We're just gonna say, coincidentally, it's like bug spray. Like niggas is attracted to the scent given off at that building. Like the couch has a weird attraction for, I don't know, crooked wee-wees. I don't know, wee-wees. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's. But somehow we're gonna, for this experiment, we're gonna take it off. Somehow the bad guys is attracted to Sonetta house. So we have
Department of Consciousness.
Listen, you know what? Let me go to the caller, goddammit. Peace, caller, 706. You live from Georgia. What's happening, damn it?
Hi, peace, Dr. Inky. This is Dr. Payne here. I had actually went to sleep. I had a good night's sleep, and the Most High woke me up just about 20 minutes ago when you started reading those letters. I'm like, wow, this is insane.